Hello, everybody. This is Captain Jack Sparrow. And why is the rum always gone? Wait, hold on. Got rum here. One second. Now the rum's gone. Why is the rum always gone? Anyway, I'm not Captain Jack Sparrow. My name's meteorologist Andrew Pinero. So, it's the Wednesday weather podcast. So, I am here at the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. Let me step off camera. It's a beautiful sight. That is totally picture perfect, and I'm going to actually snap a picture right now. Even though it's a little bit cloudy, there's a chance of some thunderstorms today. Now, excuse me, that rum drink was actually stronger than I thought. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Thunderstorms. The thunderstorms here, totally unrelated to the thunderstorms that happened yesterday. And even this morning, I don't watch this show that often, but I was actually watching, I was about to say Regis and Kelly. That hasn't been on in a long time. It was Ryan Seacrest and Kelly. They were, or at least Kelly was talking about the thunderstorms yesterday. And the thunderstorms around the New York City area, I don't know if they actually went up into Capital District area, but at least around New York City, and I'm just outside the New York City area. From what I heard, they were intense. And we have a family dog named Sandy. Picture right over there. Sandy was very scared. Let me take that down. And Sandy hid under the bed. My aunt's dog sitter, the dog Sandy lives with my aunt. And the aunt's dog sitter let her know Sandy's under the bed with the thunderstorms, won't come out, won't eat. So we were dealing with that for a little bit. But that brings up a point I never really thought of before. Animals tend to be afraid of these thunderstorms. And I guess since 4th of July wasn't too long ago, it's July, let's say 18th? July 18th. Wow. July is halfway over and it almost didn't feel like it. I guess the rum's really getting to me. Ha! Anyway. Halfway through the month. Went pretty fast. I'm glad I'm on vacation here, but taking it nice and slow, and it feels nice. So, anyway. What it does feel like is thunderstorms are everywhere. And right now in the tropics, there's nothing really in terms of tropical activity like tropical storms and hurricanes. But what we're about to experience, and I'll see if I can rotate the camera here very slowly, because I'm not the most stable. There we go. Slowly. Off to the side here. If I go up, yeah, you can see some thunderstorms around the area. Those clouds are getting a little bit thicker. And it looks like they're about to come through our area in Nassau, the Bahamas. There we go. Got the camera level. Woo. A little off balance there. So, beautiful hotel. Now, where I am staying, actually, I will turn the camera this way a little bit. It's a beautiful area. Let me get the camera over to the left here a little bit. So, that's the Atlantis Resort. And if I keep turning over here, this is called Harborside. Since I do own a timeshare, and I have used my timeshare points, essentially, to get here, this little Harborside area is reserved for these kind of condominium-type resorts. Beautiful pool. I was just in the pool, so if my hair's a little messy, that's probably why. And then off to the side here is a little marina. And this marina is pretty popular. Celebrities actually come here. So I think they said, what is it, Brad Pitt's been here? Beyonce maybe? Almost level. Gotta try and re-level that. There we go. There we go. So this area is really nice. Now, usually I record this in 4K, and I actually did record this in 4K, but in Final Cut I exported it in 1080 because the internet here is not the fastest. So trying to upload a 4K video will not work. That I can tell you for certain. But 1080 is still good enough, and I'm recording this. And this is a little camera trick for anybody that's into photography and videography, or specifically I should say videography because this is a video. If you record in 4K, import the video into your editor, whether it's Final Cut or Premiere in 4K, but do the final export and make your project in 1080. 4K downsampled, it's called, to 1080 looks better than recording in 1080. Yeah, it does take up a little bit more storage, but it still looks better. And we're all about looks here in the Bahamas. Anyway, oh yeah, back to weather. This is the weather podcast. So, beautiful. Beautiful right now. But you guys probably aren't tuning in for weather here. You guys are probably tuning in for weather throughout the Northeast. Northeast weather. So the way it's happening, that the storms that we were talking about or kind of rambling about in a kind of not sober state were yesterday. Some severe weather too. And we were talking about severe weather, and I was still, even though I was here, I was posting about the severe weather yesterday. And the severe weather that made its way out left very strong high pressure behind it. And the high pressure is going to be in place for a little bit. So we're seeing nice weather for today. Nothing really too out of the ordinary for summer. And it's probably going to be a little bit drier. It's very hot and humid. So the temperature is 88 here. What's the current dew point? Let's see if it finds out. In Nassau, wow. The dew point's 75. But this is the Caribbean, this is the tropics, the tropical area, so this is what you would expect. Dew points around 75 to 80 degree dew point. Now, that would in the Northeast, if we had 75 degree dew point, yeah, you would definitely be feeling very oppressive. Although here, this is kind of an average day. And as I'm looking around, yeah, I do see these darker clouds starting to develop. Off in the distance, I do see some clouds developing a little bit higher out. Also, I see a plane coming out here. So the Nassau airport's not too far away, probably about half hour away, but through a little bit of city traffic with downtown Nassau. Kind of similar to New York City. Actually, when I was taking the car service from the airport to here, the guy was very nice. His name was Ron. So Ron, if you happen to be watching, thank you. You are a great guy. And congratulations on the auction bid for the new taxi Suburban. We were going through downtown Nassau, and I love the tour that he gave. But some areas actually felt like New York City. But here, I see some overshooting tops, maybe a little bit. So if you go back to some of my climate videos, specifically if you ever watched the ones that I did on Twitch, which that show got canceled because they were going more to gaming. But I talked about something called an overshooting top, which is essentially a thunderstorm from the troposphere. 99% of weather happens in the troposphere. And I say 99% because when the thunderstorms hit the top of this troposphere, which is the tropopause it's called, the layer between the troposphere and the stratosphere, weather can't really happen in the stratosphere. That's why you have airplanes kind of traveling or trying to get their cruising altitude in the stratosphere, because there's no weather that happens up there. But when these thunderstorms, they go up to the troposphere, up to the very top, that tropopause, and pause just means break point. They stop there, they spread out, and if you're familiar with thunderstorms, that's called the anvil. So when you're seeing this anvil, that means these thunderstorms are hitting the tropopause, top of the troposphere, and going outward. But some really strong upward movement, vertical movement with these thunderstorms that are just really strong, overshoot, that's the overshooting top, overshoot the tropopause and actually break into the stratosphere. And when thunderstorms break into the stratosphere, you know they are very strong. They don't last too often in the stratosphere because the way this stratosphere is arranged is not for any kind of weather. That's why the stratosphere is very clear weather. That's why airplanes tend to travel at their cruising altitude in the stratosphere, because there's no weather up there. It's just clear skies. So we have that happening right about now. And even if I step off to the side, if you look off to the left of the Atlantis Hotel there, we got some thunderstorms building up. So I actually asked this out of curiosity. It's actually after 3. About 3:30, the weather app I was using was saying thunderstorms. So we'll see that. We'll see some thunderstorms. Actually, if you look off to the left, and I'll turn the camera again and try and zoom out, we see some of these growing thunderstorms, and I'll switch that over here and try and get that out. Sorry for the movement. Again, not very stable with the rum. Oh, there's a light in the way. But hold on. Let me zoom slowly, carefully. Right about there. Let me center it. So, let me see if I get my finger right about there. Those are growing thunderstorms. So, there looks like there's going to be some thunderstorms in the area here. And I'd say, very shortly. I like this little marina. Gotta zoom back out. Slowly, kind of steadily. That didn't really work just because I don't want to make you guys dizzy. Let me aim back at the hotel. Level out. Right about there. Perfect. All right. So, thunderstorms here in the tropics, nothing really in terms of tropical storm activity, but just your general tropical stuff. Because once you get to 23.5 degrees north or 23.5 degrees south on the latitude scale, north and south, that's considered the tropics, the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. And when you're in this, right at the equator, there's something called the ITCZ, the Intertropical Convergence Zone. And that is a steady state of thunderstorm activity that pretty much goes from east to west. And that is what's this ITCZ, the Tropical Convergence Zone, Intertropical Convergence Zone, I should say. That's what happens. That's why you always get these thunderstorms popping up in the Caribbean islands, which this is a Caribbean island. If I am rambling, I apologize. Back to northeast weather. So I'll end the weather podcast with the northeast weather. Essentially what's happening, we are seeing, after the storms that rolled through yesterday, high pressure, and it looks like a strong high pressure system in place for the rest of today, tomorrow, and Friday. Now, the last forecast models I had access to were Sunday. So the data I'm going off of isn't the most accurate, but from what I saw last time, it looked like this high pressure was in place through Friday. There was a little bit of some inconsistencies between the forecast models. I think the Icon model, that German model, was saying some storms in the afternoon Friday, while the GFS, the Euro, those were saying clear skies for Friday. Then going into Saturday, that was a bit of a question mark. I'm not really going to say anything for certain just because, odd thing here. And I actually didn't know this because I have a friend that lives here in Nassau, the Bahamas, and she said power goes out frequently. So as of this recording right now, this entire hotel resort area is running off of backup generators. The entire island of Nassau lost power. So you would think that's the entire country. There are some other islands. Nassau is the capital, but essentially the capital area, so essentially the capital of the United States area, think of that, about the same landmass I would assume, lost power. So we're all running off of backup generators, so that's why this may or may not get, as of this recording, I don't know if this is going to get up today. If not, it'll be up tomorrow. Or if today's Thursday, then it got up from when I uploaded it yesterday. Anyway, time things happening, too much rum. Anyway, the sun just popped out. I'm going to try and work on my tan. I got a little tan going on here. From my watch, I could actually see a little tan line going on. And yes, I do apologize if I am rambling on too much. So I will end this here. Nice weather in the Northeast for the next couple of days through the weekend. Beyond Saturday, I actually am not sure, and I do apologize for that just because I have not had internet. That's where I was trying to go on with the storm, or with the backup generators that we were on. So if the power does resume, then I'll have regular internet available, then I'll be able to look up some stuff. But anyway, for this recording, from what I know right now, through Saturday, not too bad. High pressure in place, you're going to have a good day. A good couple of days in the Northeast for the next few days, at least through Saturday. And then, I'm not sure. We'll leave it at that. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero, or I guess you could say, with lots of the rum that I've been having, Captain Jack Sparrow, because the rum's gone right now. I got to get some more rum. Have a great day. If you don't see me for the rest of the week, that means I really haven't been able to get a video out, and hope you guys don't mind, because I am on vacation. I wanted to get this one out for you. Enjoy the next couple of days. I'll be back in New York State on, I believe, Sunday. So you may not expect the video until probably Monday or Tuesday. And Tuesday's the day I usually try to have my gaming live stream, which I hope you enjoyed the one yesterday, or if today is Thursday, the one 2 days ago from the PS4 disassembly and reassembly and the cleaning out. So again, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. I'll see you guys in the next video.